Days Vault, my fellow gamers. I'm down here in the garage on my gaming table because my painting table is filled with Forge Fathers, and they're being, every one of them is being assembly line painted at once, but they are starting to look really good. Basically, most of the base coats are done, and it's just detailing. So pretty soon the entire force will be done, which I'm excited for. I think one of the last videos you saw, I was talking about the tombstones and whatnot, but they're all done. These first three were the originals, and the black is looking a little pale. I don't know what happened there, but so that's what they look like painted. You know, they're not going to be up close like this. It's just for saving space on the table. The black is much more defined, and this is so easy to do. It took just minutes, really. Wasn't long at all. And then my small ones, I have a whole mess of those. So you just spread them out. When you put some fencing or some hedges around them, they're perfect. Or leave them out in the open. Yeah. But I have a bunch of them, which is happy. That is a good place for these guys to hang out. Okay, so we have ourselves the Kings of War Undead Wraith Troop. They fly, they make spooky sounds at people, and you know, they have swords and stuff. So pretty awesome. Excited to do this. We'll see what material they're made of, but all right. Oh, anyway. Oh yeah, so satisfying. Okay, now where are those points? Give them to me. It's hard to open because I got the bottom. The top is opened up here. This is where we're gonna open it because it's easy to get in there because that cardboard. And there we got a point. Yay, romantic point. We opened it from the bottom, which is a wonky way of doing it, but oh, is this rustic stuff? All right. Once again, too much box for too little mini, but it's okay. All right, so we've got the hard plastic bases. Good bases, I like them. Now this. Yeah. So it's the rustic stuff. Man, I was hoping it would be resin or something cool, but it's definitely not something cool. It's that rustic stuff. Okay, well, there we go. Dude's got a bread knife. A little bit of a chain back there on the end of his knife. Don't want to lose it when he's slicing a loaf, you know. I really despise top knots on models. It's just me, I guess. Maybe it's because I got sick of them from Games Workshop with the high elves. Yeah. I mean, who does that? I've got a bunch of hair on my helmet so anybody can reach over, pull it right off, and then do what they want to my exposed head. Anyway, I mean, they're kind of cool. They're a little on the thin side. Of course, they're dead. I don't think a sandwich is going to help them too much. Guy's got himself a scimitar. Shoulder pads are skulls. They planned for death. The mold line is... I noticed a few of them that I picked up have it wrapped back here, too. It's going to be a pain in the butt with this rustic stuff. But yeah, the top knots, they've got to go. Look how flared out that mold line is. That's not part of the helmet. That's a mold line. Oh, man. Ruthless. So So, okay. And then the next two have some arm variations. I'm thinking that both the bags are going to be the same. So here you have another scythe thingy with some upset looking shoulder pads. Some scythe action. I might cut some notches in that, make it look not so new and from the southern states, you know, Isles or something. But yeah, that's like a new cutting blade right there. That's not cool. It needs some gouges cut in that and some rust effects. Oop. Let's be honest, I think with the Wraiths, I'm just going to, you know, do a glow effect over the entire model. But, and that's the easy way out. But when you're painting hundreds of models, let me see, are these guys, they look like sisters from the back. Yep, that's it. They could do a double mint gum commercial together because they's twins. All right, so the same cut of jib, same top knot, same everything. That's all gonna go away. Okay, so what else do we have here? The obligatory, I got you finger. That dude over there, get him. Okay, so we got that. Oh yeah, spiky stick thing. Gonna get some to somebody's face. Okay, that's happy. Oh, a dude rocking a skull in a hand. Yeah, I lost it. So I'll have two of these bits. What would kind of be nice is to go ahead and keep this bit and convert up a necromancer with this bit. It's a nice bit. The shoulder pad is equally as angry. Looks like a Critters. Pick one of the 6 movies or 5 movies that they made for that. Yeah, but it looks like a critter and a skull. So, yeah, that's a necromancer bit if I've seen one. And then here, we've got the spiky chainy bit on a stick. Yeah, that's for wrapping around people's faces and hitting them in the back of the head. And that's cute. It's actually a skull on the end of that spiky ball thing. That's a skull with spikes in it. That's a terrible procedure. Okay. And they've kept the same long sleeves with holes and rats and ratty-tatty tears and stuff in it. And an equally angstful looking shoulder pad with a fantastic mold line running right down it. Thank you, Mantic. Yeah, thank you. So this is probably the last troop of Wraiths. Can I get? Yeah. Okay, that's got a chip in the back. It's not nearly as chippy. It needs to be chipped up. Chipaholic, chips. We got to deal with these blades, man. They're not really undead blades. Come on now. Got to chip those things up. So, very thin dudes. Seems like that guy might need some his base. Oh, it's because of that lump there. That guy's got a lump, but he fits in pretty good. So very thin models, I guess, you know. Nobody here is eating sandwiches. But they're pretty cool. You know, the box says it's only a troop. So I guess I just have a troop. So yeah, see, troop. So I guess this is the smallest that the Wraiths can be. Of course, I don't think that they can be horde or whatnot. As far as I understand, they're fairly expensive point-wise. And from what I understand, they're fairly dirty because they can fly over people, turn around, and get surged in the back of people. And I guess in Mantic, that means that you can't be attacked back, which is all kinds of dirty. So, yeah. I like them. The sculpts, I don't know. I mean, they're okay. They're wispy. You could paint them like this on the cover. They look visually appealing. Here I just noticed this. They're always putting these tombstones and stuff in there. You only get that in the Revenant Troop sprue, and you only get one. So stop propagating them all over all this stuff, because they don't give you the bit. The bit is on one sprue frame. That's it. So unless you have copious amounts of Revenants, then yeah, that's false advertising, my friends. False. But what I'm going to do, because I have so many skeletons to paint, so many zombies, so many this, so many that, and I want to spend some time on my character, spend some time on the werewolves, because, you know, I think that werewolves are awesome. But I'm just going to go ahead, prime these cats white or gray, and then just make like a green wash that all down into it. And you may have to do a few coats of wash to get the nice opaqueness that you want, but it will look fantastic. And to add on top of that, if you wanted to, well, you're going to have to kind of dry brush the same green around the base to make it look like they're glowy. But you want the base to be real, like, you know, this ballasty stuff. So you're going to dry brush a little of the pure color, not with a wash or anything, but the pure green. And what I use for eerie effects is that Necrite green from P3 Paints. It's a nice, bright, ghostly green. And depending on what your base coat is, if it's a white or a gray or whatnot, it will be brighter or darker, more subtle. So I think I'm going to go with a pure white, though. And then just wash these guys up. They'll be an easy unit to put on the table, you know, very fast to paint up, because I have so many other painting projects to do right now. And always ask a lazy person to do something or how to do something, because they will always show you the easiest way to do something. And to get a unit of these guys painted up, prime them white, wash up some green or blue or whatever you want, and just paint the whole model like that. They are wraiths. And in my book, that does not mean corporeal beings. It's incorporeal. So these guys float through walls and all that stuff. So they're like ghosty ghosts. But these guys are like death with the scythes and the spiky bits. They're not like, you know, ghosts that just moan and wail and whatnot. So yeah, these guys are going to get the solid paint scheme. Just to add that bit of woo in my army. And, you know, autumn leaves and all that good stuff. But I'm excited. I went ahead and picked up the new Juggernaut for the Forge Fathers. I'll be doing an unboxing of that. I've got, like I mentioned in other videos, the Thorgrim unit for Forge Fathers. Now, they are no longer out of print. They are back in the web store. So if you guys want Thorgrim, go pick him up. The unit doesn't cost that much money, and it's an excellent unit. So it does look like Mantic went and put more product back in the store. So please go pick some up, support the game, support Mantic. They make good models. These models could use a few sandwiches in them, or be a little bit more ghostly, maybe with holes, kind of see-through type holes poked in their robes and stuff. I don't know. I don't know how old these sculpts are, but yeah, they could be more spookity-lookity. And I think what's killing me is these top knots, man. Get these things out of here. These like dusters. Like, why? What good, man? Yeah, anyway. Yeah, they're going to be turned into helmets. My guys are not going to look foppish. They're going to look awesome. And I have a whole nother bag of Rustic. Woo, Rustic. Not the best to clean up. Come on, man. It's 2022. Let's step away. Step away from the Rustic. Anyway, yeah, I've got some more unboxings to do. Finally scored myself a Mantic Giant, which I'm excited about that. Because, you know, the more I look at ogres, the more I'm, you know, tempted And the giant is my toe in the water. But I have to build the undead first, and yeah, the giant, I actually found one on a decent price. So yeah, the ogres will be next after this. And yeah, just do I have any more undead stuff to talk about? I don't think so. Just these cats here. I'm trying to get, it's like a Spectre model, something like that. It's odd. It's on eBay, and they have two of them, and it's a metal model, but it's not what's in the Court of the Undead Kings or whatnot, the 5 metal set. That's $50 for that, and it's not something that I have seen before, and the picture's really bad of the model, and it just looks like one of these guys, kind of, you know, with robes and stuff, kind of pointing his finger. And I'm thinking I can use that model as a necromancer or whatnot, because you can have multiple necromancers. Even though the necromancer blister, you can make 2, one with a skull, one with a human head. And then you can get the Morgoth the Faithless or whatnot. You can get him. So there's 3 necromancers. But, you know, I would like to have all my models from Mantic, so not, you know, piecemealed out anywhere else. And I would also like to have more variation. So I would like to keep Morgoth or whatnot as a special character, and then do, you know, the necromancers in different flavors elsewhere, because you can have several necromancers in a list. But anyway, well, you guys take it easy, and yeah, carry a liaison. Bye bye.